and we'll start from the bottom.
Okay. I know a lot of us are very concerned regarding the rhetoric, and we are also concerned about qualifications. I want to know, what are your qualifications and prepared education to become a mayor?
Yes.
And this includes prior community involvement and government involvement. What can you really bring to the table that you have inside without, because talk is cheap.
Well, let's start in here, and thank you for that question. Let's talk about experience. Let's talk about what has been done. Currently, I am the president of the Irvington Board of Education. And when I got on the Board of Education in 2006, I noticed that everyone on there had egos. Every board member had their chest poked out because they thought because they had that title, they can get things done. It was more important to have that title than to get things done. But I can tell you right now, a lot of people want to do something, but most of people want to be something. And that's why they look for these titles. I've been president of the Irvington Board of Education where we've done some things that have been unseen in this town. We talked about the track and field. We talked about how the state has audited our findings, and here we have 0 audit findings. That's unheard of. One of the other things that we have going on is that we have a new school coming to Madison Avenue. Madison Avenue is getting
One minute.
I've been in municipal government since 1998. I've been assistant director of neighborhood services, which deals with public works. It deals with your trash pickup, your trees cut, and so many other things. Now, it's not enough time to go through everything. I'm familiar with the Housing Authority, where I worked from there from 1990 to 1995, and then went back there to work at additional things. You know, these are the qualifications. But I tell you, as mayor, it will not be my job to do everything. It's my job to make sure everything gets done.
Just a minute.
Staying on topic. What are your qualifications? Very good question, man. Born and raised in Newark, graduated from Newark Tech in 1984. I served a 4-year apprenticeship in the labor union. Been a member of the union for 29 years. 12 years on the council, 10 years as council president. Longest serving council president history of Irvington. 8 years on the planning board, assisting the last master plan in Irvington. 6 years on the board of adjustment. I've been a Democrat district leader for 16 years, electing Democrats to office. Those are my qualifications. I'm the only candidate that's worked as a manager, an administrator, and a director in private industry. I bring 30 years of work experience to this gig. That's all for the voters. 30 years of work experience in private industry. I hire people, I fire people, I discipline people. It's important that you make sure stuff gets done, but you better understand it. And anyone ever worked for me, they'll tell you, I go out in the field, my guys. Cut down trees, rake grass, cutting grass. That's what's important. Manage it. Right now, our town's not being managed. It's okay. Thank you, Ron. 1 minute. It's okay. But that's just look at the qualification. What do you bring to the game? You know, running for office is like a job interview. Nobody ever got a job saying what you're going to do if you hire me. Hire me, I'll do this. You get a job based on what you've done. Amen. Judge me by my rights. This is what I've done, and I can prove it. Anything I put out can be backed up and verified. No fluff. Again, staying on topic, what are your qualifications? What do you bring to the game? My jobs are real. I work in private industry. We get things done on time and on budget. That's what's important. I managed people before. People, projects, consultants, contractors, vendors. That's what I've done. That's my entire life. 30 years of work experience, what I bring to the game. And I'll put my work up against anybody else's experience. Same thing in government. Council president 10 years. How did I do that? Sure. My colleagues chose me to lead the council. That's leadership. That's what's important.
Time.
So I've had a diverse experience in my preparation to become mayor of the city. So I served as an aide to Mike Steele when he was mayor of the city, the first African-American mayor of the city. I served as council president as well. I was a council member at large for 2 years, re-elected another term, and served as council president for 6 years, and then I ran for mayor. I graduated from the first school of paralegal studies. I'm an alumni of Harvard University's senior executive program. I've been the president of the New Jersey Urban Mayors Association, which is my colleagues of mayors that are urban cities across the state, and I'm currently the president of the New Jersey Conference of Mayors, which is mayors all over the state. I've been an aide to Assemblyman Harry McEnroe. I've been an aide to Senator Rice. In 1995, I represented the state of New Jersey as a delegate to the White House Conference on Small Business. I have a diverse background that's brought resources to this city. The city is not perfect. We have a lot of things to do, but I will tell you, in the eye of the storm, and we face many. Let me just say this to you. My appeal is based on having weathered many of the storms this community has faced. And I'm going to tell you, we're going to face some more, because next year's budget, and the members who've been on the members of the municipal council know, as I said, the mayor puts a number out there, and then they have to decide whether they're not going to have police, whether they're not going to have recreation, whether they're not going to, because they get the final say in that. Yes. So we're going to have a tenacious budget, and you're going to have somebody with the experience and the will and the connection statewide who's brought resources here.
Amen.
I'm originally from the island.
Be quiet, please.
I'm originally from the island of Antigua and Barbuda. I migrated here in 1978, where I lived in East Orange. I moved to Irvington in 1990, got married, and lived in Irvington since. I worked for General Motors since I came here as an auto mechanic at Tappan Sea Bridge, at Linden Plant. I worked at Francis Chevrolet where the auto zone was before. I own my own business in Irvington. I graduated from St. Joe's Academy in Antigua. Came here, went to school. In 1995, I became a police officer. After my car was broken into on a Thursday night. And a Saturday, they came back to break into my car. And I saw them. I said, guys, you break my car Thursday, you come back again? They said to me, one guy had a snatch ball in his hand. He said to me, the guy took a gun out and started shooting at me. I went down to the police station, make a report, came back up there. It was about 9 police officers, 1 black and 8 white police officers. I asked for a police report. The police officer told me, no, you're not getting a report. And F you. The black police officer told me that. I told my wife, if we're going to live in Irvington, we're going to try and make a difference. I joined the police department to try and make a difference. Trying to make a difference, I got fired for speaking up against what's going on. So, as mayor, I'm going to have the job done, put people in the right position to have the job done. I will be the mayor, not the acting mayor.